Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So yesterday I had a wedding cake to make, and it was Nina's wedding, and I went there looking like an absolute snack. Okay, getting to the business. So today I decided to make you guys a video of the of how I set up the cake and everything, in case it might help some of you. Okay, so this was the venue and it was so pretty. It was so well decorated and the cake fitted perfectly into the background. Like, it fitted so well and it was so pretty. Okay, so let's get started. So the venue was was in the same city with me. We're in the same city, so it was a little easier than my other wedding cakes where I had to travel and pack all of the stuff and everything. So it was a little bit easier. So it was a really pretty venue though. Okay, so when I started set up, I didn't really have somebody to film for me. And like, usually you guys know, like when I have a cake to make, like a wedding cake and stuff, I do every part of the cake decorating at home, and like I do basically most of it. I cover the cakes and do everything. I just go there and dowel it together so it doesn't fall apart during transportation and everything. So it was the same thing I did here. Okay, so this was the bottom tier. It had like ruffles around it. It was a dummy tier though, so like I had like time to decorate it and stuff. That was my first time ever decorating a dummy tiered cake. The bottom tier was dummy. That was the only part that was dummy. The rest part of it was cake. It was all cake. So what I did was I wanted it to be taller, so I kind of doubled the dummy, and then I did some ruffles around it with edible paper, with some wafer paper, and I made lace out of it. So like it kind of took a while, but it didn't take as much though, because I get to use like unpaid labor and stuff. So my boyfriend did half of the work. Like, he made the lace and everything, and I So guys, as I was saying, sorry, I got a phone call. So okay, so this cakes, like I had 3 tiers I was going to put on each other, and then the top tier. I'm not very sure if you guys like me talking to you, like talking you through the video, because this video is going to be about maybe I don't know. Anyways, so I didn't have somebody to really film for me. I think about 4 different people filmed this, and they didn't even film me properly. Like, I didn't pay them or anything. They were just guests at the party and stuff. So like I wanted the camera to be like following me. Like, usually when I do wedding cakes like this, I take my boyfriend along and he films everything and follows me around with the camera and everything. But this one was different, so I had to look for different people to follow me around with the camera. So I think I used about 4 different people. Yes, I didn't get really good footage, so I had to like join different ones together. So I'm sorry for this video and stuff, and I hope you guys enjoy it anyways. So can you guys see how cute I am? And then that dress my mom gave me like 5 years ago, and I think I only wore it once. And then I was thinking, what can I wear, and I just thought about it, and it came out perfect. Okay, anyways, moving on with the cake. So I added some sprinkles to the side. You guys can see, they were just like just plain white sprinkles. It wasn't anything special. And now at this point, usually what I do is I take some royal icing to my destination, and then I use the royal icing to like stick the cake on top of each other, like to tear the cake. And I also take my dowels and stuff, and then I take my ribbons. Okay, I think I should make a list of the things I take in my bag when I'm going to maybe set up a cake. That's the first thing I should do. Okay, number 1, I take dowels, like the central dowel for the cake. And also I take number 2, the mini dowels for the small tiers, because like the tiers on top of each cake has to rest on mini dowels that have been cut and everything. So that's number 2, the mini dowels. Number 3, I take the ribbons. Like, for example, now I'm trying to fit a ribbon like at the bottom tier, so it covers the little imperfections at the bottom. So that's number 3. Number 4, I make some royal icing that I already put in a piping bag, so I can use to stick on whatever it is I want to stick on the chair, stick on the ribbon. So number 5, I take scissors, because you need scissors to do everything basically in cake decoration, to cut the ribbons, to cut the piping bag, to cut everything basically. So number 6, yeah, those are the mini dowels I'm putting in the middle, yeah, because that's where the other cakes will stand on. Okay, look at that tool I'm using to cut the mini dowels. It's called a shear. So I take a shear, so that's number 6. It helps to cut the wood, especially those really thick wooden dowels. It helps to really cut it like symmetrically for you. It won't have jagged edges and stuff. Okay, so number 7, I take paint brushes, because usually I add like maybe gold accents to my cake. So I take paintbrush, that's number 7. I take the gold dust, number 8, and I take the vodka that I used to mix it, number 9. The reason why I don't mix it in advance is because you know those things like vodka evaporates really fast, so it dries up really fast. Before you get there, it might dry up. So you want to mix it at the location, because it makes your life a lot easier. So number 9, of course, I take my cake tiers already made and I put them in boxes, in separate boxes. So for this one, I had about 4 other separate boxes I put my tiers in. Okay, so tiers of cake, that's number 9. Okay, so number 10, I take my flowers. I take my flowers separately, because I accessorize the cake with flowers when I get to the venue. It's not maybe I don't do it from home. Do you guys get? Yes. So number 10, I take gloves. Like, I like to wear gloves when I work with this kind of cakes. Number 1, like in case you have dirt on your hand, and number 2, it just makes things a lot easier and stuff. Like your hands won't be sticking to different things and touching different colors and transferring colors on your cake and stuff. So apart from just hygiene, also neatness of your work. So number 11, what else do I take? Number 11, what else do I take? Okay, I think that's all. Yeah, I think that's all basically. Okay, then I remember to take all of the other accessories for my cake. Like for example, this cake had like a sticker that had the name of the bride and groom. You have to remember to take that. Also, okay, I took my airbrush too, because I airbrushed on some of the flowers. So just think about the things you're going to need to put the cake together, just like you would have done if you were at home. But this time you're not at home, so you need to pack every single thing, because whatever you forget, you basically have to go back home to go get it. And if it's in another city, you're in trouble basically. Okay, so you have to think about everything you're going to be needing for your cake beforehand and write it down. Normally I like to make a list. Make a list of the things I'm going to be needing. I think I should make a separate video for this. Yeah, should I not? I don't know. Okay, so I write a list of the things I'm going to be needing, so that way I don't forget anything, because anything you forget you can't work with, and it's difficult to improvise when maybe it's a banquet hall or it's a restaurant. It's very difficult because those people don't have the things you need basically. Okay, so now I'm trying to cut the ribbon so I can attach to the bottom part of my tier. I didn't really have like good coverage for this thing. I'm sorry guys, I wish I forced my boyfriend to follow me. Emphasis on the word first. So guys, I wish I made a video of how like I inserted that love separator in the middle, but there was nobody to film for me and I was kind of tired of, and I was wasting time because the event was supposed to start by 12. So like I wanted to just finish on time. I couldn't like go start begging someone else to come and film for me and stuff. So I just had to do my thing until I found someone else. Anyway, so this was how I set up the cake, and it was so beautiful. It was so perfect, guys. And if you notice, I had some like little lights in the love separator thing. Yeah, I made it beforehand and I attached the lights before I left home, so it was really pretty. I was so proud of myself. Anyway, so if you like what I was wearing, please leave me a comment in the comment section and tell me it was pretty. And also, if you like this cake, please leave me a comment. And what do you think if you do cakes and like do deliveries for weddings and stuff, like what else do you take along that I didn't mention? Oh, aside that, I also take my flowers, the flowers I'm going to be using. Yeah, and sometimes I take my glue gun just in case I have something to glue that is non-cake like, that I can glue with, you know, with my royal icing, because you know if it's on top of the cake, part of the cake, you can't glue with royal icing. But if it is not, for example, I glued some flowers on the bottom part of the separator with my glue gun, so I also take my glue gun. Basically I take anything I feel would be useful for, you know, for the setup I'm going to be doing depending on the cake. So this was how perfect my cake came out. See how beautiful. And okay, I was really short, so okay, some people take like a mini ladder, but I don't have a mini ladder. I'd rather just maybe get to the venue and climb it chair or a stool or something, but just be careful so you don't fall and trip over your cake. So I really loved this cake and I loved the party. It was so wonderful. It was really great. And I had puff puff. My favorite thing to have at parties and events is puff puff. So I had enough puff puff and I loved it. And the bride was so pretty and the groom as well. So thank you guys for always watching my videos, and I hope you love this cake that I made, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you, and I will see you in my future videos. Bye.